Sarah Chen had missed the 11:47 train. Again, the platform stretched endlessly in both directions, empty except for the sound of her own breathing and the occasional drip of water from somewhere in the darkness above. When the next train finally arrived at 12:23 a.m., she was the only passenger boarding. The car was completely empty and unusual even for the late shift. Sarah chose a seat near the middle, her reflection ghosting across the dark windows as the train pulled away from the station. She closed her eyes, letting the rhythmic clacking of wheels on tracks lull her toward sleep. Just a 20-minute ride home, nothing more. Sarah woke to find the train traveling through tunnels she'd never seen before. The walls were wrong, too smooth, too dark, carved with patterns that hurt to look at directly. Her phone showed no signal, no GPS location. According to her transit app, this route didn't exist. She wasn't alone anymore. Sitting across from her was another passenger, someone who looked exactly like her, but dressed in reverse colors, sitting with perfect posture.
You're early. Usually travelers don't wake up until the third junction.
What? Who are you? How do you look like?
I'm you. From the timeline where you took the promotion instead of staying late to avoid David's dinner invitation. Where you moved to Portland instead of remaining in this city, afraid of change. This train exists between timelines, designed to prevent paradoxes when temporal travelers cross paths. We're moving in opposite directions through time. You're heading toward decisions I've already made.
Through the windows, Sarah could see fragments of lives, unlived glimpses of the paths she'd never taken, the woman she'd never become.
Why are you telling me this? What happens now?
The system won't allow two versions of the same person to exist in overlapping timelines. One of us has to get off at the next station.
Sarah stepped off at the choice station, a nexus point between all possible timelines. As the train carrying her other self disappeared into the temporal void, she realized the true horror. She would spend eternity here, watching other versions of herself make the decisions she'd been too afraid to make, knowing that each choice led to its own platform, its own endless wait. Every night, Sarah boards the last train, hoping this time will be different. But the choice station always calls, and there's always another version of herself traveling in the opposite direction through time. In trying to escape one timeline, she'd become trapped in all of them,